Kenya's veteran opposition leader, Raila Odinga, is challenging the results of the presidential election in the country's Supreme Court today. Odinga's lawyer has confirmed that the petition has been filed online. Although Deputy President William Ruto won the election by a slim margin last week, 4 out of the 7 election commissioners say the counting of the results was not transparent. This is Odinga's 5th run at the presidency. He's previously blamed his losses on rigging. Those disputes triggered violence that saw more than 100 people lose their lives in 2017 and more than 1,200 people in 2007. I'm joined by SABC News International Editor Sophie Mokoena to just look further at this matter. Very good afternoon, Ms. Sophie. So Odinga challenging the result that was handed over in terms of William Ruto's victory. On what basis?
Well, he's arguing that much as he agrees that Ruto did get 50%, he didn't get the threshold of 50 plus 1 to be declared a winner. And therefore, one suspects that he is looking at perhaps the court making a ruling in terms of the rerun, and which is going to be a very difficult one, judging from what has transpired since the announcement of the results. Many people who are part of his coalition have decided to join William Ruto, and therefore campaigning for rerun, if that it does happen, it's going to be difficult because now people have taken a different position in terms of what needs to happen. He was there earlier on in court. We saw him, and the person who is supposed to be the deputy president, should he get his way in terms of nullifying the results and finally perhaps winning if there is a rerun. But the court has got 14 days to look at all those documents, quite a huge pile of documents to go through. And then after 14 days, they must come up with a verdict in terms of whether they agree with Raila Odinga or not.
Yeah. So if 4 out of the 7 commissioners believe that the process was not transparent, do you think that will work in Odinga's favor then?
They will have to present concrete evidence, because when one looks at what these other commissioners are saying, it's about numbers. And when people were looking at the portal, you know that after the 2017 elections, there was a decision to ensure that posting of result, counting and verification is very tight. And it is in the glare of cameras and the public and the people representing political parties and NGOs. So the process was transparent, and posting of those results in the portal, anyone could calculate or read in terms of what was being posted. And therefore, people are saying when they look at what was posted in the portal, from the respective counting regions, it looks like there's nothing wrong there. And therefore, these commissioners will have to really present a strong evidence. And today, they were all at the election tally center today, where they were announcing that the outstanding 8 elections will be conducted next week on Monday. You know that there was a decision to postpone elections in some areas, and therefore they were announcing that those elections will continue on Monday. Here we're talking about 3 constituencies, 2 positions of governors, that is Mombasa and Kakamega. And therefore, elections will be finalized on Monday in those areas where elections were not conducted, and therefore they were together, all of them there.
So as the country faces potential limbo for at least the next 2 weeks, what's the sentiment on the ground?
Well, people are waiting to hear what will the court say. I mean, for the first time, there's a clear indication from Kenyans that they don't want any instability. They are going back to work, and it is business as usual. On the other hand, you have the current deputy president, who is the man who was declared a winner by the chair of the commission, carrying on meeting different people, and also those who are there to congratulate him, but also already some of countries are sending their delegations and diplomats to engage with him. And clearly it is business as usual in Kenya.
And of course, South Africa has already congratulated him as if it's a fait accompli.
Well, the president did congratulate Raila Odinga, William Ruto, my apology. And I think judging from the petition, that speaks to, yes, he has won, but not outright. I think you can give it to those who have congratulated him that indeed they were congratulating a winner. That the court might declare that it was not a 50+1. It is another issue which will demand a rerun. But it depends where you stand, whether you support Raila Odinga, you can say it was too early. If you support William Ruto, you can say, judging from the petition, where Raila is admitting that William Ruto has won, but the technicality is that it is not 50+1, you may have a different view.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sophie. She's our international editor.